Okay, what we're going to do in this video is look at the next version of the basket writer, which will be version 7. There's just a couple minor updates in it, and then maybe we'll look at a couple baskets. So to start off, let's load version 7. And you can see basically this is all the same as it was. And now when you bring it up, you will get the weight, and you will also get a countdown timer here in seconds telling you how many seconds are left in your 5-minute wait. And of course, just like before, if you change time frames, the timer starts over again, so you got to continue to wait another 5 minutes. So we're going to leave it on the H1 here, and we got to wait 5 minutes. So we'll stop the video here for a minute until our 5 minutes are up, and then we continue on with one more minor change we made to version 7. Okay, we got like 24 seconds left to go. Now remember, this wait time is only for the background confirming signals here, when that background behind the pairs lights up. That's all this is for. Otherwise, everything else is updated when you turn the program on, and these are always updated every 5 minutes. And this information over here is of course updated in real time, all this stuff. Okay, there you see our wait went away, and now we have our background confirming signals, which reinforce our other signals. And we went over that in the previous video on version 6. So that was the first change. The only other change is to the trend chart over here. You notice I've added a different color here. Now we got red and green and also yellow. Now yellow kind of tells us that it may be an arranging period or a consolidation period. That's basically what that tells you. Now what we can do is we can look at I got the pound odd tab down here. Let's see what the pound Aussie looks like. Okay, on the pound Aussie, on the M30 and the H1, it's telling us that it could be ranging or consolidating. And on the 3 higher ones, it's in a long trend. So let's take a look. Okay, like I said, it was telling us on the M30 that it was consolidating, and as you can see here, we could have some consolidation going on in this area. And it was also telling us on the H1 we were also consolidating. And then on the 3 higher time frames, it was showing us at being in an upper trend here. You see we still got an uptrend going on here. We got a little bit of consolidation starting here also. And it was saying the daily was an uptrend. And it was telling us the weekly was an uptrend. So that's basically the changes that have been made to the trends. So when it's yellow, maybe consolidating, arranging, red going down, green going up. And of course you got the time frames up here. Okay, so that about covers the 2 updates to version 7. And as long as we're over here, we might as well create a basket. And since we're on the H1 time frame already, and I see we do have an 8-ball present, we can click on him and see what we got going there. It looks like we got seven pairs. So let's go write a basket and see what it looks like. And we'll just call it test. Like I haven't changed the name, so we can call it test 7. I don't have anything else running on here, so and you always want to check these pairs just to make sure they do match the buttons you got selected over here. Click OK, and then I can clear this out right away. And I'm going to go up here and open offline. And there is our test 7. So we're going to open him up, and I'll put my just my plain template on here. Hit the refresh. It's a weekend, so it's not going to refresh on its own. And remember, like I said before, you always want to go back and refresh the chart just to make sure the chart is okay. Okay, and that's what the chart looks like. Just for now, I'm going to get rid of this other one down here. And we can hit the minus here to get a little bit more information on the screen. Now what I'm going to do is we'll throw the Haas on here just to see what it looks like. And change this, make it a little bit faster. And hit the plus sign. See what it's doing. And you can see here, maybe we're going to go up or we're going to go down. Now, if you were going to play this using the change of color of the Haas, this is just an example, remember, I'm not telling you to play this. This may not be a good one. What we can do is put the basket rider on here, BT14. And I got to change this to a 0.1. And I can leave the magic number the same because I don't have any other ones running right now. And for if you were going to use this as a setup here, what we would do is select entry 0 if we were going to use just the Haas. And then go down here for entry 0, we would select the Haas cross. And that would be about it. And as you can see, our entry 0 is highlighted as telling us we're using it as a entry, the cross. So when this changes color, goes to blue, we could possibly get a long entry if we turn this on. And if you want it, just for the heck of it, you can't see the support and resistance areas, you could throw the subdim on there. Hit F11 here just to show. And you could get 300 or 400 up into that range there if that's what you wanted possibly to do, if you wanted to play it to the long side. Now another way you may want to practice or try out would be the breakout. And in that case, what we would do is, let's change it over to line chart. And move this down to there. And put this one up in here. So now if it closes above that line, it goes long. It goes short if it closes below it. And since this stop loss is quite wide, 422, you just may want to cut that down a little bit. Put a stop loss in the middle here. That way, if it breaks out and goes along, your stop loss would be here, and we turn on the trailing stop loss, and if it breaks out and goes down this way, your trailing stop would be there. You could have a trailing stop of a couple hundred pips depending on where it closed below this line. Remember, we're using breakout, so that means it's got to close. This green line has got to go above or below. So we'll leave that. Turn him on, let him run. And just for the heck of it, remember this, just practice. See what happens. Okay, just for the heck of it, let's look at another one. I'm going to sure you clear out all the tabs first. Make sure you don't have any hung up in the queue. Let's try these 4 yen pair here once and just see what it looks like. So we got the pound yen, New Zealand yen, Euro yen, and the Canadian yen. Let's see what it looks like just for the heck of it. And since this basket's test 4, it's different. The other one was called test 7. We're good, so we don't have any conflicts there in the name. So otherwise I would have had to go back in the experts and properties and change that name. So we'll call this one test 4. And we'll clear this out just for now. And here's our test 4. And there you can kind of see what that one looks like. And as you can see, we've been in a long downtrend here for quite some time. And we've gone lower than our previous low over here. So we may want to play this also like a breakout too, so we'll just play it as a breakout. And put our basket, our BT14 on here. Got to change the magic number because now remember we got another one running with this magic number. And I don't want to use it again. And I'm not going to pick any entries down here because I'm going to use breakouts. I can all leave these just the way they are. And put our lines on here. Now this one I see a little bit of support way over on the left over here where it's been before, so we'll put the line there once. So if it breaks out this way or breaks out this way, we can catch it. And just for the heck of it, let's see what the 230 pips, that's not too bad for a stop loss, so I'm not going to add any stop losses at this time. And you'll notice I haven't added any take profits or anything either. I usually wait till they break out and see how much energy they got or which way they're going, and then figure out where to put the take profit once it gets into a trade. So right now I got the stop loss to protect me if it goes against me. So, and throw this on there if you want to. Looks very similar to the other one we were just looking at. But it may help in giving you some levels to watch for when you break out. if you break out long where you take profits. Of course, going short, we don't have any down there, so we may be going down some more. So we'll turn this one on and let them run and just see what happens. And I think that's probably the only two we'll just set up for now, just to watch this. This is just a demo, just to see what happens. Okay, so that about does it for this time. We'll keep an eye on those two, and if anything happens, we'll do a follow-up video on them. But those are just examples of how to set up and use the BT14 and the new version 7 basket writer. It does not mean you should be trading those pairs. It just shows you how to set up on them. You should be picking your own pairs, using your own ideas on how to pick them. Okay, just for the heck of it, let's try one more thing here. Just see what it looks like and see what it'll do. I was looking at my trend chart over here, and what I'm looking for is maybe a possibility of some that are in a consolidation period on the 1 hour, which show direction on the upper ones. And I see a possibility of maybe 3 of them here, like the Aussie dollar appears to be in a downtrend and is consolidating. See if we can find some more that look the same. Here we have the pound dollar, and we also have the New Zealand dollar. So let's try to make a basket out of those 3 ones, just see what it looks like, and put something on it, maybe. If it looks like one, we may be able to see if it's doing anything. So let's write that basket. And test 3, we haven't used test 3 yet. We are using test 7 and test 4, so we can leave that alone. This is just something to try. I haven't tried this before, so it'd be interesting to see what this will do, this basket will do by picking them that way. Okay, created a basket. We can clear out the tabs. Maybe I'll go up and find our basket. Number 3. There it is. Put our template on it. Hit the refresh. And as you can see, we are consolidating down here, which was telling us we were possibly doing. And it was also telling us we were in a downtrend, which we have been in a downtrend. So just for the heck of it, let's put the basket trader on here and just see what happens. These are just demo accounts, remember, these are just for practice. And we got to change the magic number because remember we got 2 other ones always running already. And I always have to change my lot size to 0.1 because that's the smallest lot size I can use on this particular demo account. Click OK. And I'm going to change this to a line chart right away as long as I'm over here. And you can put your subdim on here if you want to. I put it on there just for your convenience. Okay. And I think we'll play this. Remember, it was telling us that we may be in a possible consolidation, so let's play this as a breakout. I play a lot of mine as breakouts because I play the short time 1 hour charts just for the day. So I'm not looking to get into the longer trend where you could probably use the Haas. Oh, we'll put one line there. And we'll put the other line there. And we got 185 pip stop loss. We can leave that, that's not too bad. I'm going to turn on the trailing stop so when it does take off one way or the other, it will start to trail. And like I say, I'm not going to put any take profits or anything like that on here because I want to see what it does first. And once it takes off, then I can also readjust my trailing stop if I want to. So we'll just let this one run and see what happens. I just thought I'd try this once with the trend alerts over there, see if they can be used for anything or if they'll work out. So this is just another example of something you can try. And like I said, all I looked for was ones that had 3 red balls here, and then I was in consolidation, and I found 3 of them. Like I said, here was one of them up here, 3 red balls, and then a yellow ball. And there was 2 more. Here's another one here, and the other was down here with 3 of them. So it's just something to try, see what happens. So we'll just add this onto the other video here. And remember, this new version 7 will be posted on the first page in the zip file.